All right, I am here with David Azizi from the law offices of David Azizi, and today we're going to discuss something that we, as Americans, and especially those in California, deal with every single day, and we don't think about it, and that's automatic doors. We go into them when we go into retail establishments, grocery stores. I mean, it's almost the case now that you never have to open a door yourself. They all open for you, whether that be on a bus, it's all in due time before all our cars are going to have automatic doors. But unfortunately, sometimes those automatic doors do not function properly and they can cause injuries. So David, what have you seen in your line of work as far as injuries with some of these automatic doors or situations where people got hurt going through or coming out of an automatic door or revolving door?
I mean, I could name you tons and tons of situations where people have come to me because of automatic doors. I just recently had one where a bus door was set up on a sensor to automatically close. And unfortunately, the sensor was not set up to pick up somebody like a child, I think. And so what happened was this little child's trying to leave the bus and has one leg out, and as she puts the other foot out, this sensor doesn't pick her up and closes the door back on her, and she ended up putting her hand on the side of the bus and it amputated her thumb. I've had cases, and to some degree this was a bus door that to some degree was designed poorly, because although it had somewhat of a sensor, it was set up that every interval of, like, I'd say, I think 10 to 15 seconds, it would automatically try to close, and if it saw anything in between, it would then try to open up. But a lot of times, you can imagine, those sensors, they can come, and if you're not in the middle of the door, you're closer to one side or not, that door is trying to close, and it could hit you, knock you down. I've had clients who have gotten knocked down because these prematurely closed and caused somebody knocked down. And when you're dealing with somebody who's of an older age, I'm talking about 70, 80 years old, that can knock an elderly person down, and a lot of times, unfortunately, can cause knee injuries, hip injuries, back injuries, and as you can imagine, those can lead to surgeries sometimes for the elderly, and unfortunately, because of their age, a lot of times it's very risky for them to undergo surgery, so they sometimes have to live with the pain for the rest of their life. I've had situations where clients have attempted to open the door and the sensor hasn't worked, or the locking mechanism has not unlocked, and that automatic door has not opened up, and the people have gotten injured. My client tried to open the door, and the whole thing the pull came off, and the door didn't open, so he sustained a shoulder injury as a result of that. So there's tons and tons of injuries that involve within the arena, whether it's a vehicle, whether it's a premises that you're going to, or any type of automatic door that's involved, like you said, and injuries occur. Believe it or not, a lot of people say automatic doors, but it does happen. And some of the causes that we found out to be, it could be like the poor design, like I mentioned with the bus door closing on a certain time frame where it shouldn't. It should be based on a sensor. I've mentioned this sensor not properly working, so that sometimes can lead to it. So it could be due to poor design, or it could be lack of maintenance. I mean, these are equipment, and every equipment requires maintenance on a regular basis. A lot of people figure, it's an automatic door, it's working, why do I need to maintain it? But it's just like any other equipment. You got to maintain it in order for it to properly work, otherwise it's going to malfunction, and a lot of times, unfortunately, when it does malfunction, it's when the severe injuries occur. And if you have been injured in a similar accident, please give us a call. We'll look at your case, and it's a case by case. We'll be able to tell you if you have a case, and we have the right experts who can help with establishing that that particular automatic door was either effectively designed or improperly maintained, which led to your accident.
Absolutely, and you'll find the phone number for the law offices of David Azizi both above and below this YouTube video, and thank you for your time, David.
All right, thank you.